Fiddleford is a hamlet in the county of Dorset, between Sturminster Newton and Oxford Fitzpaine. Here the river Stour has a fall of 2 metres, enabling power to be generated from the water. There has been a corn mill or grist mill on this site since the Domesday Book times of 1086. One of the interesting parts of Fiddleford Mill is an inscription stone on the outside wall, which dates from the 16th century. It's nearly worn away now, although there was a photograph taken in 1955 and it was perfectly legible. So it's been okay for 400 years, but the pollution in the air and rain in the last 62 years has about finished it off. Luckily, there is a record of what it said. He that will have here anything done, let him corn friendly, he shall be welcome. A friend to the owner, and enemy to no man. Pass all here freely to corn when they can. For the tale of troth I do always profess, Miller be true, disgrace not thy vest. If falsehood appear, the fault shall be thine, and of sharp punishment think me not unkind. Therefore, to be true, it shall the behove, to please God chiefly, that liveth above. To me this inscription sounds similar to the oath a witness makes in court, or the words on a bank note, I promise to pay the bearer, on demand, the sum of. It is a pledge and a call for honesty. Each village needed a mill, and the miller's job was a responsible one. He was paid in a percentage of what he milled, but he had to be honest, or else he could be the target of a peasant revolt. He needed to be strong, to move sacks, and maintain and dress the heavy millstones. Geoffrey Chaucer, in his book The Canterbury Tales, gives a humorous description of a miller. The miller was a chap of 16 stone, a great stout fellow, big in brawn and bone, broad, knotty, and short-shouldered. He would boast he could heave any door off hinge and post, or take a run and break it with his head. His beard, like any sow or fox, was red. Many of the gearings in the mills were made of wood. The gears and the river sluice combined to rotate the top runner stone at an optimum speed of between 80 and 120 revs per minute. The stationary stone at the bottom is known as the bedstone. The distance between the stones is about 1/8 of an inch, but it is adjustable. The grooves in the stones create the scissor action, cutting and grinding the corn. Centrifugal force throws the flour to the chute at the edge, where it's put in sacks. Here is a picture of Sidney Rose, a former miller at the mill around 1910. Sadly, the mill became derelict about 30 years ago, but there are photographs of the millstone floor and the meal floor, both taken in 1987. Any useful spare parts were taken to the Sturminster Newton mill. The sluice gates still remain and seem perfectly functional. They were made to last. In 2014, the obsolete mill cut was utilised again with the installation of a 50 kilowatt Archimedes screw hydroelectric power plant, creating 176 megawatts of power, sufficient for 35 houses. The workings and the generation shed have been made in keeping with the surroundings. But here is a clip of another Archimedes screw showing the workings. At Fiddleford there is a mixture of old and new technologies. Man's harnessing of the water power of the River Stour has not taken away from the beauty of this very special place.